Fiddle tweezers is what that rhymes with. But anyway.
Faturday Omaha.
Eat this. So, boys, we went to Lighthouse Pizza in the Capital District. Is this true?
District. This is guilty as charged.
Capital.
All right.
Capital
And
fella.
because I was slacking, I'm not going to say slacking last week because I wasn't about to give the zip code for the Taste of Omaha, as it may have spanned several zip codes. And it's really not a business. So, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, how about this week?
We were at the riverfront. That's all I need to know.
You know, there's a very curious modifier on this address here. So I'm
Okay.
I'm going to read what I view it as, and I'm going to read the actual text, and there it is. It says Lighthouse Pizza and Fries 2. So maybe
Yes.
because the first one's on Pacific Street. So this is downtown. This is Lighthouse Pizza and Fries. This is 1170 Capitol Avenue, Omaha, Nebraska.
Hit it.
68102.
Punch it.
How do you like that this
Australian,
week?
huh?
You
was
just
going
like
through
that?
was going through some zip code withdrawal there. I appreciate it.
No problem, and I'll even read it in my normal voice just so you feel better. 68102.
Saucy.
There it is.
Smooth zip code.
You can call them at 402-504-1277.
X apparently because
X.
there's some
Extension nothing.
extension. Don't dial the extension. So the front entrance of Lighthouse Pizza is right on Capitol Street downtown.
It has a secret ninja entrance.
It really does, and it's close to Burger Eam and some other things down there. So they're building up a Capital District Plaza of Fun down there. So it's all these restaurants, bars, and things like that. There's Epoca down there. It's called the Exchange. There's like Annie's Irish Bar. There's all this stuff, and there's like a stage in the middle. And Lighthouse is on the southerly side of said arrangement.
Yes.
Yes. And so the obvious entrance that Sam, you went in and I went in the first time is on Capitol Street. And you walk in and what did you see there, Sam?
I just saw a takeout desk.
You
I'm
did.
like, we're eating here? I'm
this
so
is weird.
confused. And I'm like, well, there's this little corridor off to my left.
Mm-hmm.
Let me peek my head around there. And it looks like you're going to go walk into the kitchen
did you
and
duck-
serve a pie?
Did you duck quickly enough to avoid the Minotaur when you went down that maze?
Why would there be a Minotaur at pizza
Every
place?
good labyrinth has one.
Oh,
I suppose
fair
so.
enough.
But there were definitely these overhead marquee strings of lights kind of guiding you.
Which I didn't
to the
notice because
path.
I was just scared.
Probably.
I was frightened.
Where should I go?
I was like, my friend should be here somewhere.
They are not. They've been
But
lost
they're
in
not
the maze.
standing up here in the front.
Yeah.
Let's go to the left and hopefully we find Jareth the Goblin King. And I get set free. My friends are there.
not pass the pizza.
A little, sadly, to the left is the Bog of Eternal Stench.
Ooh, dear.
Sarah.
Sorry. Is that where the grease is held from the fries?
No,
Oh.
this is all a labyrinth reference, bud.
Oh, I'm David
okay.
David
Just-
Bowie for the win?
Yeah.
I was actually feeling pretty guilty when I said every good labyrinth has a Minotaur because that one had a Bowie. Although
Oh.
it depends on what you would name, cod pieces and whatnot. But we won't discuss
We
that
won't
in
go
too
that
deep
far.
a detail.
That sounds like a fish fry.
Yeah, so that's fish. This
Okay.
isn't fish. We're at
Yeah.
pizza place.
So
I journeyed
You did.
down the left.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Set to a pile of stairs. Mm-hmm. The pile of stairs gave way to tables. I'm like, okay,
Feeling a
I
little
think
better?
we're in the right spot now. And I followed around, and then I heard in the distance a dancing voice of your bass.
Hello.
TJ's bass.
Yes.
Making
I can also be
harmony.
very cruel.
They were harmoniously being sung out, and I'm like, I'm in the right spot.
Discussions of pizza, yes. And I had been there before, so TJ and I went with the plaza entrance. So the area of the Capital District Plaza that has the stage, etc., has garden outside seating at Lighthouse. It's kind of hot today, so I wasn't
Very.
about to sit outside. But they do have outside seating. But they also have an entrance on that side. So if you were mingling and doing extra things and whatnot, you would go into possibly the outside entrance. So that's where we went. And that is actually on the east side of Lighthouse Pizza. So you have multiple entrances for which to enter and get your pizza and possibly French fries and maybe some beer. So, yeah.
As much as it was easier coming in the way we did, I feel a little robbed because Sam had an adventure and we just went through a door.
I did.
Sam had to quest, and we're like, oh, we'll just use this door.
I've been to Lighthouse a few times before. No stranger to this place.
Sure.
What I like about Pacific is you got the drive-through pizza option.
You do, and
That is
sometimes
amazing.
until like 2 or 3 a.m., depending on the night.
Exactly. So,
Yes.
like when I come home from work, it's 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
I can just pick up a slice, go home, and have dinner, and be ready. And it's only $7, which
Yeah.
is tight.
Yes, it is.
And you get up to 5 toppings. You get a very big slice of pizza.
Very big. 9-inch.
Side
Yeah.
of your head.
It's big. So when I went there and ordered, I kind of knew what I was doing.
Sure.
I ordered kind of what I order when I get through my drive-through because I wanted to officially review what I get.
Yeah.
I got a slice on their traditional with their red sauce, and you get your choice of 5 toppings. I picked chorizo, which you don't really see often.
Not a common topping.
on a pizza. I got hamburger, pepperoni, and cream cheese globs, square things. I don't know what
I
majesty is
believe
in
they
there.
I believe they phrase it as
Dollops?
dollops,
Yeah,
dollops
there's
of cream
little
cheese.
dollops in there, and it plays with the cheese that they put on there very nicely. And then the second pizza I ordered was on your recommendation, which was the mac and cheese.
Yes.
I'm not quite. I know there's mac and cheese on there and chicken, but what else is on there?
Bacon, and it has Alfredo sauce instead of the red sauce.
Okay, so
Yes.
that was my other slice. And then I ordered the outlaw fries.
Yep.
Also on your recommendation, which is my folly because I forgot about that. That is Lighthouse and fries
Yeah.
here as well. What'd you order?
Well, ironically, I ordered something very similar. So I was debating on whether to order the mac and cheese or not because it is typically what I order, but I haven't reviewed it on the podcast, and I like it, so I wanted to get it, and I did. I really like the way the Capital location tends to put their crust together. To me, it's a little more golden brown sometimes than I get at Pacific. So, but I also got the Outlaw fry. The only fry that I've had there before was the poutine fry. I'm like, well, I've had that one, so I want to try the Outlaw fry. Plus, the Outlaw fry had some meat on it, and so I wanted to give that a go. I had never had that before. I think TJ, you've had like all the fries there, haven't you?
Yes, including the new one, which we will talk about. But yeah, I've gone down that entire list. I think there's 2 of the specialty slices I haven't had, and all of the fries I have had.
So, and the other new thing besides the Outlaw fry that I did today was Sam and I teamed up for the Wonder Twins beer wall experience,
Which is neat.
Yes, and got our.
You want to speak about that right quick?
Yeah, let's talk about that. So this is unique.
Well, actually, TJ, what'd you order first?
Oh, sure, go ahead.
Sorry, we should probably keep that in
Let's
some
do
type
that.
of
I
order.
got. I would say my reference slice. It's my favorite kind of generic pizza is pepperoni mushroom. So I got me a slice of that
Reference
with
pizza.
extra mushrooms. My real reference pizza, for the sake of the record, Your Honor, is the margarita pizza because it's simple.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing hidden in that margarita pizza.
Nope.
You can't cover that up with sausage.
But you
So-
can dip it in salt.
Sauce.
Oh yes, you can.
You can put salt on the crust and limes on top.
Indeed, a delicious
I love a good-
citrus-only pizza.
Oh, I mean, I love a good shaken pizza.
Take it.
Not anyway. So pepperoni mushroom, just a generic slice. So their regular crust and their usual Lighthouse sauce, mozzarella cheese, pepperoni mushroom. I got myself a Sparky, it's the Sparky sauce, which is kind of a spicy part buffalo, part marinara sauce. Dollops of cream cheese, pepperoni, and sausage, which I think might be a slightly hotter sausage. I'd have to read the menu to tell you for sure, but definitely no slack on the spiciness in that particular sausage. And then they have a new fry there, which is curry, bacon, goat cheese, sliced green onions on top. Let's see. There was kind of a rub on the fries, and I don't think that's standard, but I couldn't tell you exactly what it was.
Might be some curry powder.
We'll just stick with was not.
Oh, all right.
Closer to a chili, maybe might even have been a masala. I couldn't tell. It was kind of mild for what it was. It just added a little bit of something under the other things. But we will talk about that fry in depth later.
Okay.
So those are the 3 things.
Those are
Curry
what we
fry,
ordered.
The pepperoni mushroom and
Yes.
the Sparky.
Yes.
Let us speak of the beer wall.
The beer wall.
Beer wall.
Beer wall. Well, that kind of piqued my interest on why I wanted to go to this location. You showed me a picture of this beer wall, and I said, that looks like a lot of fun. Why? Because you get a wristband.
You do.
You take technology and you mix it with beer.
Techno beer wall.
Techno beer wall. The beer. The beer. The beer. The beer.
Beer.
Yes.
Tap, 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 tap.
So you get this wristband that has a sensor in it, and you put the sensor up to the Lighthouse emblem on the wall.
On wood. So now you're combining the sensor and you're using 2 elements, the electronic metal versus wood, and then it
Right.
combines.
And it lights up green.
It turns green.
And then beer flows freely
Yes.
for you to fill up your cup.
Fourth to your cup.
They had, do you remember how many counts there were of beer?
My heavens, if I had to make a rough guess, because I think there were 4 types of wine, and probably I'm going to go for 10 beers. So I'm going to say somewhere between 10 and 15 options along that wall. When I took that original picture and sent it to you, I was unaware that they had wine there too. So if
I
you're
didn't
a
know that
wine
either.
drinker, you can get some. I am not, so I went for the beer side of the force. But yeah, there were quite a few options there.
One,
yes.
2,
Yes.
3, 4, 5,
Five.
6,
Yes.
7,
Uh-huh.
8, 9,
Yes.
10,
10,
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Oh, I was
16.
Look at you
there are
with
16
that video
spouts.
research chaps. Look, wow,
Video evidence for the record, Your Honor, Exhibit A.
I'm going to have to
correct.
also pat myself on the back for my estimation skills, as I think I was only off by 1.
Good job.
Not bad. All
Good
right.
job. I knew I had the science.
I
just
like it.
forgot.
Well done. Well done.
So
So yeah, so you get this wristband and you start a tab essentially. And what I thought was interesting, because I asked him how much it was, and he's like, "Well, you pay by the ounce," which is weird because if you look at the sign, it says you preload your wristband with 36 ounces.
yes,
And I'm actually glad it turned out the way it was, and you just get charged by the ounce. It's lunchtime. I wasn't quite sure if I was ready
wasn't
to
ready
have
for buzz time.
36 ounces of beer with my pizza.
that's what I thought too.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm
I
not-
gotta
I'm
go
not ready-
podcast after this.
I'm not ready to get
Well, I mean,
tanked right
at
now.
that,
homie.
at that point, you could have had a very expensive 1 ounce of beer if that was the case.
Well, true. I suppose so. So
True.
yeah, so you do pay by the ounce, and I was also happy to see that the wine per ounce and beer per ounce was very different, because the wine per ounce is like $1 something, and the beer per ounce is like 39 cents or 49 cents. I was a little worried because I'm like, man, I'm gonna have a $24 glass of beer because it's $1 something an ounce. But no, most of the ones I think you and I had, Sam, were somewhere between 30 and 40 cents.
Yeah,
an
if you
ounce
go up to
compared
the wooden frame, and behind the wooden frame is an LCD monitor, and it tells you what the beer is and gives you with a real quick description of what kind of flavors are there. And then you tap the screen, and then it gives you a longer description of what the beer is you're about to drink, kind of where it's from, what it's about, what
Yes.
flavors, and all that good stuff. So it's really cool that it marries all this technology together.
Yes.
With your own merit. It's like, have fun, go to the wall, get
Yes.
some beer, learn things, drink things, be merry.
Yeah, have an ounce of each. Have a couple ounces of each. Try
Yeah.
a couple. Come back for one. And the variety was pretty good.
All types of spectrums there.
Yeah, they had a stout. They had a
Couple
few more
IPAs, yeah.
there. They had the cider. They had a berry one.
They had the rice beer from Japan.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very varied wall.
So it was really neat.
Good stuff. It was fun. It was fun. So I'm going to go for a recommendation on that one. I think, and we'll get to price in a second. But it was neat to experience many things.
Exactly.
The taste of beer, Omaha, was kind of there. Yeah.
Right.
So good stuff.
Let's talk about food.
Let's talk about food since we talked about beverages. All right.
Who wants to go first?
Well, I'll tell
1,
you
2,
what.
3, not it.
Oh, okay, sounds good. I will talk about my mac and cheese pizza because I've had this many times, and Sam, you got it today too. So I will start, and then you can dovetail on kind of what you thought.
Fair enough.
I like this pizza. I've had it. This is my 3rd time I've had it at this location. It is a New York-y style kind of pizza.
I'd say that's fair.
Yeah, it's a thinner crust. It's got a
thin
good
foldable slice.
Yes, it's got a good pizza grip on the edge, which is foldable, or you can grip it. This is a big slice, people. It's a 9-inch slice. Sam's got a picture of it with a fork laying in the center of the pizza. The fork does not span the length of the pizza, nor I think does it span the width of the pizza, depending on where you put it. It's a big slice. So, awesome. The crust was a nice golden brown. This particular pizza is mozzarella cheese, bacon, chicken, mac and cheese noodles, and it has Alfredo sauce, like we were saying before, instead of the red sauce. It's a good combination for me.
And you're
Now-
jamming with this Alfredo sauce.
Yeah, I know.
Interesting.
I do believe on prior podcasts I have listed that Alfredo is an exception to the Dave White cream
All the
sauce
time
rule.
or most of the time?
Most of the time. I'm going to give you in the 90% range. I kind of dig some Alfredo.
Okay.
So, and it blends real well with the cheese, and there's not too much of it. It's not a sloppy pizza. Now, here's the funny thing. When you go get a pizza at Pudgy's with Alfredo sauce on it, there's pools of Alfredo, and I like that. And the crust is able to handle it. This is a New York-style crust. It's got Alfredo on it, and I think the ratio kind of works for this.
Yeah, if you tried the Pudgy's pizza pool of Alfredo sauce on this thing, it would be disgusting. It's
yeah.
delicious at Pudgy's. It would be horribly wrong here. They do it right in terms of ratios.
Yes. Now, I will tell you, this is billed as a mac and cheese pizza. In my opinion, this is a bacon chicken Alfredo pizza with some mac and cheese. Yes, the mac and cheese is a garnish. There are only scant few mac and cheese noodles on here. I could go for a few more mac and cheese noodles, but I don't need it overloaded either. I don't think I want a big noodle pie. So if you go into this, it's primarily that chicken bacon Alfredo flavor that I'm seeking and enjoying, because the mac and cheese is definitely a little bit of an afterthought on the slice, but the slice works. I enjoyed the slice. It's good. I've ordered it 3 times in a row since I've been there, so I must like it. Sam, how did you feel about the slice?
I was actually kind of let down by the slice
No.
because when I order mac and cheese pizza, the only time I've ever had it is at Mama's.
Oh, okay.
Mama's mac and cheese pizza is mac and cheese first and foremost.
Oh, hello.
Lots of it.
Okay.
I like that pizza. It does. It eats well fresh. Does not keep well cold. Don't.
Oh.
If you get
Does it congeal?
if you get a Mama's mac and cheese pizza, make sure you're going to eat it all in one sitting, because pro tip, that doesn't reheat well, and it also doesn't keep well cold.
Oh, all right.
So I was expecting mac and cheese on the forefront. It is quite the reverse.
It is.
And the weird thing was, it's like, okay, so I ate it, and I enjoyed the flavor combinations, but I felt, and I don't know if you felt the same way, it was a little dry. I was kind of needing drinks
Seconded.
of things to further assist my eating.
Did you add some of the sauce to that?
No. I don't think that Lighthouse sauce would play well with the Alfredo. That's kind of two contrasting flavors.
You need a little more Alfredo on this, Alfredo.
I do. I don't know if maybe our pizzas were prepared differently, because my fries were definitely different than yours.
Very much so.
They were. That's true.
So I don't know. It was okay. I wasn't a super fan of it. I don't know
Okay.
if I'd order it again. Maybe I'd revisit it down the road, but I would definitely be interested in trying other specialty pies before I went back to that one.
That's fair.
Again, my review of it, it's fine. Not a favorite. Not a bad thing. Just kind of middle of the road.
I think I could see where, yeah, I think the two things that if I could tune it up a little bit would be a few more of those noodles and make them cheddar cheesy.
That's
Because
the
they're
thing.
kind of a drier noodle.
If I could improve it, I would definitely make macaroni and cheese more of a star on this.
Sure.
I'd make it a 50-50 thing.
Okay.
I mean, because
I'd say
I see this more as like a 20-80 type of thing.
Yeah, it really kind of is a bacon chicken pizza with some noodles on it.
Yeah.
And I'd agree with you that I could use a little more Alfredo, though not at the Pudgy's level. That would be too much.
It's
But
too
I
much.
can see tuning it up a little bit. Sure, I'll go with you on that.
So I mean,
Yeah.
I liked it, but it's not something it's my food life on this. I could go probably another year without eating it.
So I don't think we've brought food life.
I was going to say, Sammy, I may need to see another tab
Yeah.
for this one, food life.
No, this is something that Sam and
We
I
just
had,
talked about.
had discussed, yes. And so we had, I think you actually came up with the nomenclature.
That's right. Versus Half-Life.
Yes.
Okay, yes, I do remember this.
Food
now.
life.
This is the amount of time between which you have a food and you really want it again.
Your food life.
So, like, I think you discussed that a hamburger for you has a very short food life.
It does have a very short food life.
You
I
could have a hamburger for
every other
meal.
day, every day maybe.
Right. Okay. So for certain things, like I brought up Pudgy's as an example, and we clearly love Pudgy's.
Yes,
It's heavy food.
it is heavy food.
I don't think I could eat it every day, and certainly not twice a day. I need a little break
goodness.
in between. And food life,
It's
as
different.
TJ's smiling here, food life is different by individual.
Yes.
So I don't know if I could do a hamburger every single meal where Sam probably could.
Probably. TJ.
What do you got?
Well, I think we'll start off with the pepperoni mushroom. I'm going to keep my actual review section, and you're gonna scoff at this. I'm gonna get some looks. Short.
What?
Relatively speaking.
Okay.
Interesting.
Because once I'm through with the food review, I would like to speak on differences both at this location and between locations.
Well then.
Okay.
Because there are a few notes I have there. But on the whole, so I did order a pepperoni pizza with mushrooms and mushrooms. 2 times mushrooms.
Oh, you ordered double the mushroom.
Yes,
Right.
Yes, he did.
Oh.
And let me tell you something. When this came out, they delivered. They absolutely delivered on 2 times mushrooms. I saw 1 mushroom, and I saw another mushroom.
Oh no.
And that's roughly how many mushrooms we had.
Ouch.
So yeah, I don't know if it's because Homeboy was mad at me at the counter,
So basically, you were like,
or if
"Can I get-"
somebody in the back was. I think somebody in the back was a little light-handed on the toppings, and somebody else was awesome about them. Because like between the fries, again, the differences section. Your
Yes.
guys' fries, there was a disparity there.
There
I think
was.
there was a dude in the back or a lady who was just a little bit skimpier on the toppings than one would normally be. Because I got just a little sprinkling of mushrooms on this, and I'm used to a fair amount more when I'm not ordering extra.
Okay.
That said, still a good slice. The crust, again, we're going to get into that differences section. But there may have been a semi-strategic mistake on my part because I had the fry first.
Oh.
And I know when I'm getting like drive-through that's a mistake because I don't like to let anything from Lighthouse cool. I don't like it to get as far as home. That's too far for me.
Sure.
Yeah, so you ate your fries
So
first. I had the
here-
fries first, so that is going to cause some problems with crust consistency. So I had a little bit of issue there. It was a little bit drier than I am normally. It was not actually dry. It was just there was less moisture or fat content to it. It felt like than I am somewhat used to, but still a good slice overall. The sauce, cheese, toppings balance was decent. Well, I normally like smaller, thinner, crispy slices. Well, some crispy, some not, but ones that'll crisp up a little bit in that their pizza oven. Well, I normally
Of
prefer
pepperoni.
that of pepperoni.
Uh-huh.
But overall, could have used some more mushrooms, but still a good slice. The ratio of everything but the mushrooms was good. I like those bigger slices of pepperoni. Normally I wouldn't, but they're savory, and you get a whole big. I mean that covers your whole bite sometimes. Of
Good
pizza.
sized pepperonis.
Yeah, and it's a well flavored, well spiced, not too fatty, not too unfatty.
Yeah.
which would be lean if I could think of words. But yeah, it's just a generally nice slice.
Home of
Much
the
like
nice
Ninja Pizza.
slice.
All I'm saying is, Lighthouse, you owe my dude some mushrooms. Okay. So let's go to round two.
2.
For me,
And that was the
not
short
you.
review.
Yeah, I think. Would you talk about your slice because then we can mutually come back together on the fries? Was that a good
Yeah,
idea?
that
'Cause
works
you
for
got
me.
2 slices, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I got 2 slices.
Carry
So
on, my Sam.
I got my normal standard slice, which is I go for the 5 topper, which ends up being 4, but that's fine. I got the chorizo pepperoni hamburger and cream cheese dollop slice.
Ooh, is this a Sam creation?
Kinda. I mean, it doesn't have my name on it, but it should.
It kind of
It
should, and I think it's the slice I'm getting next time I go because I was jealous of your slice. That
That's
sounded great.
Kind of a fun combination, even though I'd probably tap out on the cream cheese, but I could see where you'd like it because creamy goodness. So carry on.
Creamy
Yes, sir.
goodness, the way it plays with the chorizo on the pizza is
Yeah.
kind of a neat thing that happens.
TJ, I really like the way he says chorizo.
Chorizo.
Thank you. All right.
So, yeah, these things, I mean, you got your hamburger and your pepperoni, which are your normal toppings,
Yeah.
and that chorizo and cream cheese on there. This is just flavor greatness, flavor epicness, flavor legendary.
You're taking it up a notch from the standard run-of-the-mill everyday pizza and elevating it, I think.
Then the thing about the chorizo is they add just enough to where it's not a distractor, but it's a playful echo in your mouth.
Ooh, hello,
more so.
flavored seasoning.
Yes.
The
So
chorizo standing in the foyer of pizza.
yeah. So and then you get that cream cheese goodness. That kind of
pizza. I broke TJ. Sorry.
it's okay. You get that cream cheese flavor that kind of coats your mouth a little bit. You get that afterthought of chorizo, and then you get the standard hamburger pepperoni type thing going on there, and it's delicious. The cheese balance on there is right. The crust on there is foldable. I love foldable pizza. Not as much as I love Pudgies, but I do love it. It's a nice contrast to getting a pizza casserole.
You want for
as
a
my-
pizza taco?
Yeah, taco pizza taco. It's a good contrast to when you do want pizza, but you don't want pizza casserole, which my cousin says that's what Chicago style is. It's like, that's not pizza. That's not true pizza. It's casserole. I'm like, I'm not going to argue that because it's delicious pizza casserole.
Right.
I'm excited about that.
There is a, I am so glad there are different types of pizza. Sometimes I want thin crust. Sometimes I want death by cheese. There's a pizza for every occasion, really.
Yes. So my creation that I make, I don't really find faults in it, and I don't know if that's because I'm awesome or because they're awesome. Either way, I really enjoy the slice of pizza, and I found it better to be than the mac and cheese that you recommended. Yeah, it's what I get every time I go there. Pretty much 5 stars. It's delicious. I love it.
So you're saying this is the Sam Awesome slice?
Without question. If you go there, I'd recommend you two getting the slice and then say, "Can I get the Sam?" And they're gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" And then,
I think Dave just had the full name there. I think it's Sam's Awesome Slice. I would order that off a menu any day.
I would actually
well,
order
there you
that.
go.
I mean,
please spread the word far and wide. Lighthouse Pizza, Sam's Awesome Slice.
Yeah.
I think Ed and Sal and Sparky can't hold a candle to Sam's Awesome Slice.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That's true. That's true. Yes. So, TJ,
back to you.
You got another slice, right?
I did get another slice.
What was that other slice?
Could not stop myself because I almost medically need a pepperoni mushroom slice every time I go.
Medically.
Okay.
However,
Jab it in my veins.
I haven't had a Sparky in a while.
The
and
Sparky.
I do like the Sparky. The Sparky is I think we already went over the dollops of cream cheese.
Yes.
The sausage. The bacon. And the Sparky's sauce.
Sparky.
It's just a nice spicy sauce. It goes very well with even having Sam's Awesome Slice. I'm not sure if I would do the dollops of cream cheese, even though I like cream cheese.
Yeah.
Because they're a bit much for me in most occasions. I'll try it. as advertised the first time around. But
Are you the type of guy to eat crackers and cream cheese?
I am actually,
Okay.
but warm is the thing.
That's fine.
Unless it's been turned into cheesecake, and even then it's debatable.
Okay.
So I have a thing about warm cream cheese on the whole. That said, it totally works on the Sparky, especially if they've kind of let it sit under the flame or over the flame or however their pizza oven works just a little bit longer. And it's just, there's a little bit of browning on top of their cream cheese. That works out for me pretty nicely. The Sparky is one of my favorite slices. I don't get it that often because of the cream cheese level, but you couldn't have it without either.
Well, then talk about your fries, Dave.
Okay, so I have had the poutine fries at Lighthouse on Pacific. I have never had fries from the Capitol Street location because during the week, I don't eat as much. So one slice is usually sufficient. Big slice. But it's Faturday, people, so I'm like, I'm getting some
Go
fries
hard
today.
to paint.
So I decided to go for the Outlaw fry, primarily because it had meat on it.
Hombre.
Yeah, and I wanted some... Thank you, TJ. Because I wanted some extra protein to go with all the starchy goodness of my pizza
Fries.
here. Yeah, and the fries, right? So this little beastie has fries cooked in peanut oil, which is a great choice unless you're allergic to peanuts, but it's very, very tasty. Pulled pork in a barbecue sauce, a pepper jack cheese drizzle, and coleslaw.
More white and creamy things.
Here's the thing. I went all in today, and I made 0 modifications to this French fry
This is wild.
because I was like, okay, well, worst case, I'll scrape some of the coleslaw off. I'm not... Coleslaw doesn't make me want to, fight. Where, mayonnaise on my burger,
Makes
if
you
there's
wanna fight?
enough of it, especially if it's, if it's some type of cool, garlic aioli they made on site, okay, we're kind of good there. If it's some type of jarred...
Hellman's.
And they're...
You roll your sleeves up.
Oh,
This is fine with that.
yeah, exactly. My dukes may be up, and fisticuffs may be involved against said white creamy sauce. But I thought, what the heck?
But with this coleslaw, there was no way for you to know. And
Boxing-
I know what you were thinking. Is it a vinegar-based coleslaw or is it mayo? Do I feel lucky? Well, did you?
I was not a vinegar-based coleslaw. This is a mayonnaise creamy sauce thing-based coleslaw.
I would say even a little bit because
It was
the
sloppy.
Outlaw is my go-to,
Uh-huh.
and I think it might have been a little more mayo-based than
man.
it usually is.
It was a sloppy slaw.
There was more liquid in that slaw than
Yes.
there normally is. If you
Yes,
can
it
even
was.
go as far as liquid, it was a thick affair right there.
It's kind of a thick, I shouldn't say thick, large cabbage slice. It wasn't finely shredded. It was kind of an interesting eat. Here's the weird part. Yeah, I went ahead and ate it. I mixed it.
Right.
I mixed it in with the barbecue-y cheesiness that happened here, and ate it. The pulled pork on here, it's an average pulled pork and some barbecue sauce. It is just...
It's just this side of Lloyd's. There's a little too much sauce to pork
That's
ratio.
what I was gonna say. This is it. Here's the thing. This is a pizza restaurant. I didn't come here for barbecue, so it's okay. When I go to Beyond Barbecue and I order the Beyond fries, I want the barbecue to be the star, and I want French fries. In this case, it's It's a basic pulled pork. It's enjoyable to eat. I like it with the fries. The fries are nice and crunchy. It's a good French fry. I actually didn't mind the coleslaw. I think I kind of ended up taking bites of everything here. I think this is on their, with their super fries, I think they call them, if I am not mistaken.
Yes.
The super fries menu has a lot of widely different stuff. With those poutine fries, you have gravy and cheese. This one's got barbecue and coleslaw and stuff on it. So cool. I thought it was kind of a fun thing to eat. I think I might order it again. All the ingredients themselves individually were kind of a basic rendition of themselves, as TJ might say. It's some coleslaw. It's some pork. The fries are probably above average, maybe. And
I would even rate that drizzle as below, not only in general below other cheese type options, but also below their other drizzles. But that said,
well, I haven't got to the
togetherness.
cheese part.
Continue.
I think the cheese part was lacking. The
Yeah.
cheese was barely there. I needed more cheese, please. Was it a sloppy French fry? Yes. Was it a good size? Yes, it was. It was a tasty eat. Was it a knock it out of the park? I honestly got to go with no. If you want some barbecue, some beef on some fries, it'll deliver for you, but I don't think this is going to knock it out of the park. We've reviewed some pretty amazing French fry combinations on this podcast. This doesn't quite hit that level. If you'd like a side of, some barbecue fries with your pizza, cool. It's just that I would rank it as something I would have as a side, not as a primary dish.
Well, since I too had the outlaw fries,
You did.
I will follow your coattails here. When we talked about this place, you rant and raved about the fry side, and I was like, "They have fries there?" And like, "Oh yeah, buddy, you got to get some of them fries." So we went there.
We did.
We got pizza.
We did.
We got beer.
We did.
I sat down.
Yes.
Fries came to the table.
They did.
I forgot my fries.
What?
I went back to the counter guy. I was like, "Hey, counter guy, can I get some?"
Oh,
of
that's
those
right. You had to
fries?"
go up on a secondary ordering
Yeah.
mission.
So I was really stoked to eat these fries
Yes.
because of the stark raving review you gave them.
Stark review I gave them, I think.
Yes.
No.
Not a fan?
No.
Not a fan.
These fries, the peanut oil, that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I would class where was the outlaw in my fry basket? I was expecting maybe some smoke, a little bit of bite in there.
Interesting.
A little bit of outlaw in there. This was
It was a barbecue fry.
this was rodeo cheeseburger fry
Yeah.
without the cheeseburger.
You got a good point there. When much like the Sam's Awesome Pizza that delivers on this flavor combination, etc., which you had here at Lighthouse Pizza, if you're going to call something the outlaw, there's a lot of
It needs a flavor
sloppy
profile
toppings.
other than just barbecue.
It was yeah.
To tail off of what you've said, also was that pulled pork or was that brisket? I couldn't really tell you.
It was
It was meat product slathered in barbecue sauce.
It was, you know what it was? If you went to a random location, not a barbecue restaurant, but another location, they're like, would you like the barbecue beef sandwich?
Exactly.
That's exactly what it is.
Perfect descriptor.
Yes.
Barbecue slop. I also didn't finish my fries. I got bored of it real fast. After my toppings left, I was just like,
You and I both left some fries there.
no, thank you. I'm good. This was the low mark of my meal.
Aw.
Not satisfied. I would give another type of fry another chance.
Just not this
But
one.
if the second basket of fries doesn't hit, I would just put a nix in the fries and not do them again.
And just pizza solid.
Pizza solid.
All right, there.
You're up on block.
All right.
buddy.
Well, if I'm up on block for my fries, so I had the they were curry something or other. Wait, let me see if I have the exact science.
The science.
The loaded. There we are. The loaded curry
I'll
fries.
show them for you. There it is.
Thank you for
There we
holding
go.
that close to the microphone so we can see.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Shame when it's out of focus like this. I have it too far.
Hold on, let me tune this. Okay.
So the loaded curry fries are a limited time deal. I'm kind of sort of hoping they make it on the menu, which is tipping my hand on the review just a little bit here.
Well, that's fine. You're telling us about your
again-
fries, and it sounds like you had better luck than Sam and
Indeed.
I.
Well, sort of, kind of.
Okay.
Kind of, sort of.
Curry sauce, goat cheese, some sort of rub,
Yeah.
green onions,
Aye. There's the rub.
bacon.
Okay. Sounds kind of nice.
So decent combination there.
I got a feeling the curry sauce is going to make or break this.
That's a powerful flavor.
I believe you are correct. I mean, if it was lousy curry sauce, of course, it's the heart
Right.
and soul of what it is.
Right.
And it's pretty darn good curry sauce.
Wow.
good.
All right.
In terms of overall flavor
Yes.
and even the balance of the ingredients that were there, it was a darn good fry.
Okay.
My primary issue is topping quantity. I could have used not a ton more, but say, well, actually, a substantial amount more because I would want about 1.5 times what I had.
Ooh, that's very exact.
So, wanted to have just a touch more of pretty much everything on there.
Metric toppings or standard?
One metric touch. An
One,
SAE
okay.
touch is very imprecise. It's big units.
Okay, gotcha. Understand.
So, a noticeable amount more of the toppings that I had. The ones that I had were good, however, and because it's a thicker curry sauce, it was good amount of heat, but not too much. Definitely a whole lot of flavors going on, like there should be in something called a curry sauce.
For sure.
So it was, in and of itself, pretty good. I just wanted a little bit more of it, but because it was thicker, it didn't like saturate anything. I didn't have a pool of anything, so my fries stayed nice and crisp, which is part and parcel a problem with the Outlaw fry.
I wanted to echo that sentiment too. While I was eating my Outlaw fry, I was kind of eating crunchy sticks. It was hard to, like, I think if you're going to have a topping fry, you should be able to shovel them in your mouth. They should be a little bit more on the softer side.
Oh.
Not along on the crunchy stick side.
Oh, see, I kind of like it. 'Cause
That's a little weird, actually, because normally when I get the Outlaw, what you have are they were kind of crisp when they went in, and when you're eating them with a fork as a unit, they're more or less potatoes.
Mine were
which is
not.
what you're saying you wanted. I thought it would have been what you had because that's usually how the Outlaw fry works.
Well, this is
No.
interesting because I think the crunchy fry.
My fries are
long
real
terms-
overdone.
Hashtag Lighthouse
Well, I
differences.
was wondering because when we had the Block 16 fries, we had mentioned that the crab rangoon fries stayed crunchy throughout,
but thick
and you
and
liked
potatoey.
it. Oh, so because there's more potato on the inside.
Yeah, and it had the perfect crisp shell on the outside and the potato consistency on the inside.
Okay.
This was just mostly crunchy,
Mostly
hard
crunch.
shell with a thread.
Yeah, see
of
that's
potato.
Okay.
That is not normal. That is wrong.
That's why I didn't finish my fries. I'm like, I don't want to eat crunchy skins. I'm
Gotcha.
fine.
Okay, you were down to potato skins in the bottom.
I am further understanding
Yeah.
the reason there was so much left in that basket now.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Yeah. I again did not have that problem with my curry fries. They were crisp without being overdone. Because even hashtag Lighthouse differences. Pacific Street usually does a better job with their fries than what I had here. But I did not have. I know those empty potato tubes you described,
Yeah.
and I have had those before. I did not get that even in my fries at this location. So definitely a better experience on this end. The balance with the curry sauce and the goat cheese was nice, mild stuff, a little bit crumbly, a little bit creamy, a combination thereof. Just a tiny bit of tanginess to it. It went very well and kind of softened the heat of that curry. The green onions made it nice and fresh, and the bacon was bacon, and there was plenty of it to make it
They do
just as
bacon.
bacony as it
They do
needed
bacon
to be.
well. They really do.
So yeah, I am all for this fry. I would
Nice.
change the ratio of topping to fry just a little bit, but I do hope it goes on the menu.
Does that touch everything?
That's all that I had besides the beers, but I'm not going to review
No,
all
I
my
mean, beers is beer.
individually.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
the beer wall. It was fun. It was a neat toy. I don't know what to call it.
It was a fun thing with good variety, and
Every place should have a beer wall.
For sure.
That's what I'm just saying. It was really cool.
I would even like a soda wall. Even
A
though I
soda
don't
wall would be
drink much
tight.
Soda,
yeah,
but
I mean,
so
I think I want to put my band up there and get some soda.
yeah.
fine.
So good. So yeah, I do believe you are correct, Sam. I think we have discussed the foods.
Okay, well then that means we're going to give our conclusion.
Oh, my.
Our ratings.
Yes.
of things,
Of things.
important situations and complications, and just how we feel about things. We break this down into how many categories? Two, three.
Yes.
Categories? Okay. First, we're going to talk about our wallet. Then
Yes.
we're going to talk about our tummies, and we're going to talk about taste.
Yes.
First and foremost, our wallets. And I will lead this off because I have a broken wallet.
Oh.
I'm missing one of my charges, but this is fine.
This is
I remembered what my charge was.
Okay.
That was for the beer wall. So we're going to have to math real fast here
Yes.
because I've got to add things together because I have 3 different receipts. One for beer, one for my Outlaw fries.
Oh, because you had
and
to go
one for
back.
my pizza.
Yes.
Let's punch up the trusty iPhone here.
All right, here it is.
And we will add
Punch it up.
$14.12
Yes.
for my pizza slices. And then we'll add a $5.97 for my fries.
$5.79,
And then
yes.
we will
Oh.
$5.79. I can't read. I'm sorry. Reading is one of my
No
fundamental
problem.
flaws.
Well, that's all right. This is why this is not a reading podcast.
5.79.
A reading podcast.
A reading podcast.
Take
Plus
a look.
my
It's on a
1274. Ooh.
Reading podcast.
Reading podcast. 32.65 is my total for lunch today.
Yeah.
No. Nope. Not feeling that at all.
Well, you got $12 in beer, right?
I did get $12.
I mean, let's be fair.
I understand that. But even then, so let's do minus the beer choice here.
Mm-hmm.
Still, I'm at
$20.
1991.
Yeah.
No.
That was a good year.
And the reason being is I got tired of my crust. I did not eat either of my crusts. Usually when I get a to-go box and I bring it home,
Yeah.
I eat that crust. I
Yeah.
put it in my sauce. Today I got bored of it.
Yeah, because we really didn't talk about the Lighthouse sauce at all.
No, we didn't because I didn't use it today.
Oh, that's fair. It's a Thousand Islandy thing, and quite often, if you have crust left over, it's pretty good to dip in there and eat as a
Exactly.
second. Okay.
But I got tired of my crust. I also
Whoa.
did not finish my fries because they were bad. So my dollar amount for what I ate should be a little bit.
How many dollars
lower.
do you want back today?
I want 4. I want at $15.97 for what I ate.
The foods?
Yeah, I think that's just. If I would have ate everything and everything would have been fine and filling and great and where I wanted it to be, I wouldn't have a problem with 1971.
Okay.
So that's there's a contrast there, but for what I did eat, I think it's a little out of where I want to be.
Huh.
Plus, especially with the beer, I only drank 2 glasses of beer.
Yeah.
Is that really $12? Is that really almost $13 because it was $12.94?
Well, for a premium beer, yeah, it kind of is because if you get, it's going to be $5 for a microbrew.
All right.
So yeah, it is kind of
5 or 6.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Price may be justified, but
On the beer.
I'm not happy.
Okay.
Put it
Well, that's
that way.
fine. That's your honest review. That's fine because
Yeah.
it's how this is how we feel individually because how this whole thing started was us going out for lunch as friends and seeing how we felt about the day, and so that's how you feel. And
So
that's
I
okay.
am thumbs down.
Okay. All right. I will take it from there unless TJ
Well,
TJ has a
I-
fist up, sort of, not a hand exactly.
I believe
But
at
now a
this
finger.
point that this is going to be where TJ derails the podcast because of hashtag Lighthouse differences.
Oh.
Which
Ding,
was
ding,
should
ding,
come
ding.
before the review section. I think.
He's a bit worked up right now. I'm not sure what's
So-
more red, his shirt or his face.
Just the one vein popping out of my forehead. I realize I tend to take a little bit of a background role on these podcasts, but that doesn't mean you can just railroad me into the review section without talking about hashtag Lighthouse differences. So,
Ding 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 ding.
one issue, and we have had this mentioned to us.
I don't know what's
usually
happening.
a minimum of 3 visits.
You don't know what's happening?
to
It's hashtag Lighthouse differences.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm starting to get it.
Okay.
So, we've had it brought up to us before that 3 visits to a restaurant is usually a good judge. In this case, we've had many. This has been Sam's first experience with the fry. Definitely not his first rodeo as far as the pizza goes.
And first is location, correct?
Your Honor,
Correct.
these are
First
facts.
dislocation.
Yes.
What TJ is saying is absolute 100% true.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
So, one of the hashtag Lighthouse differences that I want to bring up first and foremost is the crust.
Yeah.
Dave, you had pointed out that when you've had it here, and it's a relatively recent thing for you as well to go to this location.
In fact,
that they-
within the last, let's say, month and a half was my first visit to this location.
Indeed. So you don't have a whole bunch of these under your belt. Your main thing was
true.
the consistency in the golden brownness of the crust.
It's true.
And I will give you that. It did have a good color. But first of all, I'm not always looking for a nice even color. It was in the middle, which is important because we've spoken on inconsistencies or hashtag Lighthouse differences before, even just working at the Pacific Street location.
Yeah.
The crust, however, despite its pretty color, did seem a little bit drier to me, and it didn't have quite that nice bready chew that Lighthouse crust often has. Now, that could have been because mine sat for a little bit longer, but it looks like Sam had the same experience. Because normally...
Your Honor, I'd like to chime in and say he is, again, 100% factual.
Wow.
So normally I would... I kind of made it through my crust because I do like the Lighthouse sauce almost on its own. but it was just okay, and the pizza grip was a little almost hard compared to what it normally is. It was not quite as up to snuff, and I don't know if that's the location or the day or the individual preparing it. Could be any number of factors, but it is noticeable that this is one of the hashtag Lighthouse differences.
I would like to sum this up, and there's a good way to say this.
Yeah.
Lighthouse down in Capitol versus Lighthouse on Pacific, a.k.a. hashtag Lighthouse differences. It's like you're gonna the Lighthouse on Pacific Street
Yeah.
is the main character. The Lighthouse down in Capitol is the main character with the goatee and full beard.
Ooh.
Kind of like he's the same,
But not
but not. Something's just a little off.
a little off.
It's okay. I think to echo your sentiment, I think it's just a maturity thing. They're probably just getting their footing and learning stuff and getting it together. I don't fault it. I think if you were in the neighborhood of Capitol and you're downtown working, as you do, it's a good enough. It's I want some Lighthouse, and I don't have time to drive to 74th and Pacific, so it's right over here. Let's go. It's not that bad of a difference. It's just a little.
It's a minor difference. A difference between the two.
It's a
So, yeah.
goatee. Cool.
Okay.
But yeah, Dave, let's talk about your wallet.
Yeah, let's talk about my wallet. So I have 2 receipts as well, because my beer receipt I got at the end of our adventure, and the food receipt I got at the beginning. So I had the one slice, again, a sufficiently large one slice.
I'm
Yes,
going to
TJ?
break in on you just one more time because you got your beer
I didn't
receipt
see him
after.
raise his hand.
Oh. Yes, TJ, you have a hand up.
I'm going to break in just
Yes.
one more time, because the reason you have 2 receipts, as you pointed out, is because one of them functions like a bar tab, so you get it at the end. The other one you pay at the counter at the beginning.
Yes.
Can you imagine a pizza tab? Continue.
Wow.
Wow, he's over here blowing minds.
Sounds good to
I
me.
like it.
The science is amazing.
Yes.
All right. So
I'll tell you when I've had enough slices.
Yes, I'm excited for that.
what do they measure that in? It's like the alcohol percentage, or it's like pizza percentage. Anyway, so
Fat by volume.
Oh,
Good man.
Wow, FBV.
FBV.
Okay, so I had the single slice of mac and cheese, again, a sufficiently large slice, and the outlaw fry. With tax, I paid a total of $12.85. Buddy, that's a lot of food. That's a meal. It's $12. We often spend around 20-ish around our Faturday lunches. $12? Yeah. Thumbs up, please.
Okay.
And on the beer, so it was $6.97. So if you wanted to total up my total ins, I still made it in under 20. I think I tasted maybe 4 or 5 beers. So roughly $1 a beer. This isn't like standard domestic beers. These are unique, interesting things. I figured for $6 what I got, I feel pretty comfortable with that because of the novelty plus decent beers that I have not tried before. I'm thumbs up. I'm real good here.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, now this is going to be where the double rating comes into play for TJ, because what I had here was I had the 2 slices, the Sparky and the pepperoni mushroom, and the loaded curry fries. Comes to $21.02 total, and then I did tip on this one $5, which for counter service that's kind of an up. Well, we did have delivery to table, but on the whole, that's kind of an up to you thing. I'm going to say really $21.01 for what I got, and that's fairly comfortable. I did come in extra hungry on purpose, so normally what it would be a slice and a fry. So for what I got, maybe a teeny tiny bit much for one meal. It's still less than IATJ normally pay. We've been sitting in the 30 to 40 range quite a bit lately, so I'm still at roughly half that. The pricing is good. However, normally it's going to be slice and a fry and nothing else, and the hardiness of the fry is going to be a little bit higher. So normally I come away around 12.
You usually order 2 items.
So yeah,
Which is what I did.
the cost, capital D, decent. Generally speaking, it's going to be a pretty hard thumbs up. I'm usually very happy with price, and I'm definitely not sad about it this time round.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Now what?
let's talk about taste. How do you think these things sat on your taste buds? Did they make you excited? Did they make you fall asleep? TJ, let's throw it right back at you.
Ooh, that was
Boomerang!
a twist I did not expect.
I think you've already summed up what I had. Did they make you excited? Did they make you fall asleep? The curry was definitely excited. I enjoyed
Is
this.
that a woke fry? It is now.
Hashtag woke.
I mean, there's all sorts of cultures in this fry when you think about it. So I'm gonna say
There's
yeah,
potato culture.
Definitely
Yes.
like the
Curry culture.
Curry
the
culture.
flavor on this one.
Blue cheese culture? Ew.
Ew. But the fry was good. The Sparky was more or less what I expect out of the Sparky. I swear it's normally a teeny tiny bit more spicy, but that may just be pure perception or my taste buds today because I'm eating it early in the day instead of late at night. I don't know. The pepperoni mushroom, a little bit lacking this time around. Normally delivers a little bit more. I'm going to say, whereas normally we'd be sitting on the low end of thumbs up, essentially, we're sitting at a capital D decent for this particular set of plates, and we'll leave it there.
Okay.
Should I go back to me or do you want to go?
Oh, I'll take it.
Okay, go.
All right. So the outlaw fry, real basic for me. Thumbs down only from the aspect of a Faturday fry.
Okay.
It was not a bad fry, but it didn't wake me up. I'm just kind of like, we got some fries here.
Okay.
The pizza, I'm going to go decent. And I really like the bacon mac and cheese. You know, is it a blow me out of the water slice versus other pizzas available? No. But is it really good? And have I eaten it and will continue to eat it? Yes, I will.
Okay.
There you go.
That sums it up?
It does.
Okay. So, my basket fries, I'm going to say that was an elementary school special.
It's a bit
That's
basic.
how it felt. It felt
Indeed.
like, oh, yay, we're going to get the basket fries with biscuit and barbecue sauce.
outlaw, baby.
Woo! I'm so excited. But now that I'm an adult, I kind of don't want to revisit that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind
Yeah.
of like, it's exciting for lunchroom food.
There was no flavor punch
It
happening.
wasn't
there.
exciting for Saturday.
True.
That's all we'll say about the outlaw fries.
All right.
Wait
Pizza.
a minute. Wait a minute.
Yes, question.
It was the outlaw fry. It was the outlaw fry. You know why, Sam?
Why?
Because you got robbed.
Oh. Brought it all together. I
Man,
like that.
Heavens.
Works for me. The pizza?
Yes.
Mac and cheese pizza. Again, we explained that in depth. I really wanted mac and cheese to be half the star of the other toppings. I would like that to all mesh together. Then again, as we did say when we found out about the combination pizza, it is a New York slice. Would that work? Good question.
Good question. We may never know.
Mama's has got that kind of, I don't want to say thick
It's a
crust.
thick bready
but
crust.
it's-
Mama's Pizza could take some toppings.
It can take toppings. It's
true.
the thing, but it's not a thick crust. It's not Chicago style. So.
Right.
Interesting caveat that he brings to my noggin. So would that work? Don't know. But it was okay. I have really nothing bad to say other than I wish macaroni and cheese was the star, or perhaps maybe put some melted cheese drizzle across it, or some actual
Just a
globs of
little extra
cheddar or
something.
something. Make
Okay.
it more mac and cheesy.
All right.
Other than that, fine. The Sam's Awesome Slice. Come on, it's got my name on it, and it's got awesome flavors.
Yes.
The chorizo aftertaste haunting echo that puts it in there is good. The bacon, yeah. The hamburger, yeah. The cream cheese, yeah. These are all good things, and it's a big foldable slice. I love it. That's good flavors for me. I'm excited about that one. Keeps me woke. Hashtag woke. Yeah,
Woke pizza.
excited. I like that pizza a lot.
So, Sam,
I'm gonna take this one.
yeah, what's next?
It's about our tum-tums. It's about how full we feel after what we've eaten, what we've paid for. And I'm going to go ahead and go first. You went first, then you went first. Now I'm going to go first.
I like it.
How do I feel? I was actually looking forward to ice cream after we ate. I'm not going to lie. Because why? Because I didn't finish everything. Why? Because I got kind of bored of it.
Aw.
Thumbs down.
Oh, my.
Thumbs down. I usually, I'll eat one pizza, one slice for dinner, and I'll be good. But, on a Faturday scale, this is thumbs down for me. No, thank you. No,
Okay.
thank you. Moving on.
All right. Is that over to me then, I think?
Whoever.
Okay.
Over to you then.
Over to me. So I have to go decent here. The thing is, for me, the amount of fries that I got for the price that I paid was good. It was a big basket of fries with a lot of toppings. I thought I had a lot more meat on my fry than Sam did.
But did you eat
4
all your
times.
fries?
I didn't because I kind of got worn out towards the end and I was starting to get a little more full. The other thing, though, too, is that Lighthouse slice, that 9-inch slice for $6. It's a big slice. It's good, so I got to go decent. I mean, when I go down on a weekday, I just get a slice. That's it. And today I got a fry for a couple extra
But
bucks.
this is Faturday, baby.
It is, and that's why I got to go decent.
That's why I give the caveat of when I eat after work, it's fine for one slice. On a Faturday,
And that's why I went up with the fry, because I got an extra thing. I usually wouldn't get 2 slices or
Right.
whatever because it's sufficient. And the thing is, I mean, if you can't see this because we didn't snap a picture of it, but there was the slice coming in at TJ's head. And the size
was
of the
wider than his
slice-
head.
It was. It's bigger than his head for $6. I that's why I got to go decent, man.
Fair enough.
There I am.
TJ's going to sit at an even dead center decent, like I'm sitting in Comfortville if we're going to give it a town.
Okay.
Whereas, and that's on 2 slices and a fry. Most days, for whatever reason, that puts me 1 big toe in Hurt Town if
Oh.
I'm the 2 items, the fry and the slice.
Okay.
And I believe, if you will recall, I left maybe 1 tablespoon out of the 4 tablespoons of available Lighthouse sauce, and not a single scrap or crumb of any other type of food remained in my basket or on my plate.
That's a good day when you clean your plate like that.
So it was all gone. I'm going to sit it decent today,
Okay.
but with the caveat that normally I order 2 items for about $12. In fact, I don't think it even comes to 12 usually.
You had a hunger day.
It's 6 and change and 5 and change. So, yeah, normally that puts me 1 toe in Hurt Town. So understand that most of the time when I'm eating, and this is not due to #Lighthouse differences.
What was that, TJ?
Fine.
Hesher.
Do it.
Lighthouse differences.
It's not even due to that. In this case, it's just due to my mood today. Normally, it would be a pretty hard thumbs up on full factor, but today it's decent.
Okay. And again, how you felt today.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that sums up our categories.
It does.
Let's talk about a new category.
What?
Let's talk about food life as a whole for this place.
Oh, you're going to add food life into this?
It's just for fun, for science. Food life.
Wow.
Let's talk about food life. I personally, food life this, like I said, I mean, we talked about this, but I want to make this kind of an official thing.
Yeah.
We did touch about it in the middle of the podcast.
We did.
But I frequently eat this place probably on a 2-week basis. So my food life for this place is rather short. I do enjoy it frequently. It doesn't get old that often. I do like this place. So that's something to say about the quality of what it is.
Sure.
Well, I'm getting looks from my fellow podcasters here, so I think it's my turn.
Yeah, I think so. How do you feel about your food life on here?
Food life, again, I'm 100% with Sam. Generally speaking, it's bi-weekly. In terms of Faturday, am I going to come back for a Faturday? See, when we haven't been doing an official Faturday, Dave, you and I have done this to replace Faturday.
We have done a late night Lighthouse run if we've had
Right.
kind of
Late house light night, whatever.
Yes.
Which is partially
The place.
because it's the only thing open.
Word
well,
salad.
it's one of the only things open, which is understandable.
Lighthouse late night is perfect.
Yeah.
It's always a good idea.
Yeah, but it's enough food, it's good food, it's inexpensive food, and it's open at the time. It's darn good when it's the only thing open. But even versus other places, I have done this during the day to replace a Faturday. The 2 items for roughly $12 is a win almost every time, and it makes me fairly happy. I am going to rate this particular experience. I think, Sam, you're on the money. It doesn't quite make it. If I am to rate my overall Lighthouse experience, however, that food life sits at, well, for Faturday, I can't make it bi-weekly, can I? And it definitely wouldn't
Well,
be
no,
every
just
week.
food life in general, not on a Faturday scale.
Well, because I'm
So considering
I'm
this is a new
waffling-
category,
yeah,
let's
I'm
explain this
waffling
a
the
bit.
way
So
we're rating it.
Is this you're wondering what TJ's food life is after from this specific meal?
No, just
When
food
would
life
you
as a
want
whole. As this
just in
eatery.
general.
So
Just
this
eatery.
this establishment, am I including both locations?
Yes.
If I am including both locations, then it remains in its bi-weekly spot.
Okay.
Okay.
Dave?
I'm probably bi-weekly as well. I might even be able to go weekly to its proximity. The thing is that if I'm looking for a slice of pizza for lunch,
It's enough options, enough interest.
yes, it can definitely be in that rotation for that one slice. So I think a bi-weekly, and an every other week food life is fine for Lighthouse for me, and just in
Okay.
general. Sure.
Let me rephrase
Point
that,
on the
because
floor.
You're right that bi-weekly would be every other. I'm about twice a week.
You're
on
twice
Lighthouse.
weekly.
If I have that option,
Okay.
if I wasn't counting.
So not that you're
calories.
bi-weekly, but you're bi-weekly.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Now you got it.
Yeah, I'll be, yes, every other week would be a good Lighthouse.
That's where
food
I'm
life
at.
for me.
I'm at every 2 weeks for me.
Okay.
Not twice a week.
Yeah, because I'm
not bi-weekly, but bi-weekly.
I might change it up if I was looking for pizza. I might throw another one in the mix on that other week.
Right. Right.
Pudgies
Yeah. Well, look
or La Casa.
Well, and I could see
Or
if I
or Mama's.
really if
Sergeant
I
Pepper's.
really had this twice a week every week, it would probably wear it out.
Right.
But the amount of times I want it on a regular basis, usually I want it somewhere in the week, and then on the weekend I start thinking about it.
I think you are probably the most frequent Lighthouse customer of the three of us because
Oh,
quite
yeah,
often
I
you're like,
would bet on
hey,
that.
going to Lighthouse? I'm going to Lighthouse. So, yeah, for sure.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, and I'm also on the night shift, so that don't hurt.
Well, yeah, their hours and drive-through convenience late at night on Pacific Street are very, very nice because you're not going to beat that slice of pizza at 1 a.m. Ain't happening.
Nope.
So go there at that time.
Let's move on
Let's do that.
to
Whoa,
the big one.
the big one.
The big one. Oh, it's the big one. A Franklin. A Franklin. The Faturday Omaha scale.
Yes.
This is how we overall rate this place. How
The
we
big
would
one.
like to. The big one. Dave,
The
just
main
tell about
event.
Tell about the Frampton.
The Frampton scale, sometimes known as the Faturday Omaha scale, is our scale of 0 to 5 in half steps only on how much overall we like this place, and most importantly, how we feel about it for a Saturday. We just talked a lot about coming to this place at 2 a.m. on a weekday or maybe some lunch, but this is Saturday, people. So this is our one epic meal during the week. How do we feel? And my friend Sam, who's sitting across from me, has a great way that I really like as far as relating this scale to the people. Sam, tell them about it.
Well, if I were to have friends and family that come out of town, say from L.A., Chicago, New York, Miami, wherever, and they're like, hey, what's a cool spot to eat in Omaha? What's some place that I'm going to remember and I'm going to go back home to those places and say, gosh, I wish I had one of those here because that was delicious and I can't get anything like it anywhere else.
Yes.
That's what the Frampton scale's about to me. So, yeah.
I like it.
Let's Rochambeau for this.
All right, ready?
Ready?
1, 2, 3. Oh,
Ow!
TJ wasn't. Wait. Oh,
One more time.
Were we not supposed to do that kind of Rochambeau? I thought it was a kick in the.
no.
It was the rock,
1,
paper,
2,
scissors
3.
one. Okay.
Shoot.
Yes. Ready?
Okay, so 3, 1, 2, 3, then go.
Ready?
Okay, ready, TJ? 1, 2, 3.
Ah, you got me. Oh no!
TJ
It was,
and I
it was
have
still
tied.
rock. It was
Ready?
still rock paper scissors. I thought we were shooting.
Just go.
Just ready?
Just go.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
TJ is in for the first Frampton.
So, the scale overall.
Yes.
Yeah.
0 to 5.
On a
That's
Saturday.
only.
There's-
on a Saturday.
There's
For Lighthouse
conflicting things here.
Yes.
Because overall, I had a rating in my head. And despite how many episodes we've done now, how many times we've gone over this scale,
Yes.
and how much I like Sam's sort of rule of thumb of would you bring someone from out of town here? Is this a specifically Omaha thing? They do have some very innovative slices.
They do.
The combinations on the fries are some that sometimes I would not necessarily choose, but work very well. They do some interesting stuff, and it is a local joint. So that is a definite positive. Would I bring someone from out of town and midday, just take them specifically here because they're not going to get anything like it anywhere else? No, I would not. But it offers significant happiness factor. Now, we have talked about, and I'm going to give them another free plug on the show right now. We have talked about, Dave and I, you and I especially, Dragon Cafe, where we don't feel like it's a Saturday place, but we both
it's always
really
good.
like it. We'll eat there of a weekend. We're full. We're happy when we leave. It's
My
inexpensive.
food life on Dragon is like every other day. I can go there all the time.
So, yeah,
it's got sushi and Chinese. Okay.
It's a really good restaurant. We love the place. But is it Saturday? No.
Yes.
Is Lighthouse Saturday by that
Is
same
it?
logic? Because it offers me, especially when I need a really good slice of pizza, I'll get myself a good slice of pizza and the bacon and blue fry at 1 a.m. or 1:30 in the morning and be legitimately
Yep.
happy at that time of night when I can't go anywhere else and get anything good, and they have lovely things.
Legitimately good food.
Yeah, even their vegetarian slice, that pesto, though, is mighty tasty.
Pesto, though.
So, they offer me a lot of happiness, but is it truly Saturday?
Is it?
I think it is.
Oh, hello.
Only
Yes.
just. And it must be justified mostly if I had had the experience that we had today. I would say it's tasty and I'll go back. I would give it more chances, but I would not put it on the Faturday scale.
Okay.
With my Pacific Street forays,
Yes.
both late night and middle of the day when I could go anywhere I want, I've been.
Yeah.
And we'll still do the same thing. For the price, for the quantity, for the interesting combinations of things, and even for the overall flavor of the base pizza, it's just darn good. I'm full. It's inexpensive. It's got the happiness level. Would I do it for an easy thing where you're going to get full, you're going to be happy, and it's kind of unique to Omaha? Yeah, I think I would. I think it gets a 0.5. It's the lowest place I can put it, but it is on the scale.
And keeping in mind, and I did not put this in our announcement of the Frampton scale, but being anywhere on the scale is good, much like getting a Michelin star for your restaurant. Even a 0.5 is a good thing, so this is a good thing.
It's very rare. Again, as we mentioned, Dragon's kind of the go-to for proof on this. There are restaurants that we legitimately love. We really enjoy these places that do not belong on the scale. But yeah, being anywhere on it is something of an honor, and I am willing to give Lighthouse a 0.5.
So Sam,
Rochambeau?
Rochambeau. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3, shoot. Right. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. Dang it. 1,
This
2,
is
3.
amazing.
There you go.
That
Does that mean me or you?
So that would be me, and so
Okay.
I think just to replay, because nobody will know what just happened.
shot 4 times.
Yes, and I believe that was scissors, then rock, and I believe
Then
paper
rock.
won the day.
Yeah, well, it was scissors and then rock and then rock and then paper.
Yes, we tied both times.
3 times we
wow.
tied.
That was some impressive synchronicity right there.
Oh man, we need to get out of my head. I am also going to give it a 0.5. And the reason I'm giving Lighthouse a 0.5 is, for one thing, the slices are really big for a low amount of
Boy,
money,
howdy.
and they're really tasty. And they have very unique combinations. Bacon mac and cheese. They got a Thai pizza. They got the Sparkies with kind of crazy sauce on it. This isn't just typical boring pizza. It's different pizza, and it's good pizza, all right? In addition to that, you have these fries. Is the Outlaw going to be my fry of choice? No, it is not. It is a cool combination. I think they could probably do a few things to tweak it and amp it up. But I wouldn't mind going back to try the poutine fry again. And I know TJ has the blue fry that you like or whatever.
The bacon and blue is one of my favorites. You need to get yourself a truffle, I think.
Okay, so the thing is, these are kind of crazy different options. On top of that, there's a wall with 16 choices, and you and your magical band can go up and scan in and choose a little bit or a lot of it of these different beers or wines or whatever. That's a
Capital
unique
District
thing.
location only.
That's true. So if you're going to the Pacific Street location, you can get really good food at 1 or 2 in the morning in a drive-through, and you're good. If you're in the Capital District, you can enjoy all these crazy beers, different pizza options. Somebody's going to remember going to the beer wall, scanning their bracelet, getting a slice of Thai chili or mac and cheese pizza, and a poutine fry. It's a little different. So I'm gonna put them on there on the scale, but just a 0.5 from Dave.
This is interesting. Out of all the reviews here, I think your two guys' is more favorable than mine. I think mine seemed rather negative and rather low. I'm giving it a 1.5.
Really?
Look at this. That is
wow.
The drama
Wow.
is real.
The reason being, and this is the overall whole, the pie, if you will.
Yes.
I-
Full circle.
The only negatives really are preparations to me. They didn't prep my fries right. You know what I'm saying? The mac and cheese could use just a little bit more cheese. These are small fundamental flaws.
Yes.
Hashtag Lighthouse differences.
Right. I don't want to fault them for that. I think
Okay.
there's enough uniqueness here with your pizza toppings. Where can you find chorizo as a topping for
True.
pizza?
Man, I may need to get Sam's awesome slice before the day is through.
And the pieces are huge.
They are very large.
They're very big.
bigger than TJ's face.
Get it in your head.
Rocks on your head. I eat here frequently. I would take anybody here. They come here like, hey, let's go to pizza. This would be on my list of pizza plateau places. And of course, I would say, hey, well, if you want to go somewhere, we're going to go see Jeff. Or if that doesn't sound here, this would be in my repertoire of other places that I would take people. Mangia here, La Casa,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
This is on that plateau.
Unique Omaha pizza.
Exactly. The beer wall. Never seen anything like that before in my life.
That's pretty cool.
Technology and beer and
Yes.
things.
Technology and
I
habits.
took my band and I held it up to a lighthouse wooden circle.
and it glowed.
And it glowed.
Yes.
And I poured beer.
Yes.
That's an amazing concept.
And it knew your name, didn't it?
It did. It had my name on the wall and told me
Yeah.
how much I was pouring out and where I was.
By
This is-
the power of beer skill. Sorry,
That's
what?
exactly right.
Yeah.
Beer man. These are unique things that I have not seen anywhere. So I think it deserves more than just a little 0.5. I think it deserves
I love
a
this.
whole point. And maybe a little bit more.
A little more.
I think if they were to get their servings right, their little imperfections, I would have no problem give it 2.5.
Wow. Wow.
Is it anywhere with consistency and deliciousness of Mangia? Not quite. Is it on that amazing pizza crest where Pudgy's is? Nah. But it's always a contender. Always a contender. For that, 1.5.
Wow.
I like that place.
Solid.
I'll go back there pretty much anytime. 2 weeks. That is Lighthouse Pizza.
It is with a new element this week of the food life.
Hashtag food life.
About that
Hashtag
food
food life.
So, anything else you guys want to say in party?
I don't think so, other than I'm glad we hit this location just because it's a little different. I think the beer wall was fun. We saw some big slices of pizza and had some crazy toppings and had a good, enjoyable lunch with the three of us.
Yeah.
It's a good deal.
Not bad.
All right. Anything else to say over there, TJ?
I think there's only one thing left to say.
Oh, well, I guess then I'm Dave.
I'm Sam.
I'm TJ.
And we are Faturday Omaha. And thanks for eating with us.
Thanks for eating with us.
Eat this.
Eat this. Laters.
Saturday, Omaha.
Eat this.